Hey, Windows ME. This operating system gets a lot of gets has a pretty bad reputation, but I've never really had any serious problems with it except for one certain computer I got back in 2001, which I'll remain anonymous. But other than that, it's a pretty good operating system. I just don't like the fact that you can't access real mode DOS, but can't win them all. Same wallpaper. Okay, this isn't gonna take too long here, so... Okay, apparently I must have done some major updates to it, so let's just pause it for a second here. Okay, let's, like I said, this is considerably slower than the Windows 95 I have on here, so, but still, let's just take a quick look at what all I got on here. I've got, Windows Media Player 9 on here. And by the way, I'd love to have Windows 2000 running on here. I do have a disk for it, but I've installed it on here before, but it's unbearably slow, so I'm going to have to hold off on that until I upgrade the RAM. Okay, and believe it or not, I was able to install Mozilla Firefox on here. It's the older version, version 2, but it's still Firefox. So let's see what the internet's like on a Toshiba Satellite 2505 CDS from 1999, running on the internet of 2010. You see, it takes a while for it to load. That's expected. And this is the oldest surviving computer I have in my collection. Well, that I've had since I was a child, that is. Okay, let's open up, I guess, my website. Let's, okay, www.home. Okay, it's already saved in there. And it's loading. Slowly but surely. Okay, let's scroll down here. And there we go. Not bad, and not bad at all. And yes, YouTube does work on here, but it's really not worth it, but I'll show it to you anyway. It's very, 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 very slow. In fact, sometimes it even crashes Firefox. And you see, it says my browser will be unsupported soon. It's because I'm running an older version of Firefox on here. And by the way, no, I cannot get on the internet with Windows 95 on here. It doesn't support my Wi-Fi adapter. You can see, I think it kind of froze up here. Let me pause for a second while I oh, okay, I was doing something now. And no, I'm not going to attempt to play a video on here. I tried that the other night. It did play, but it was so choppy and horrifying. It's not worth it. So let's just close out of this. Okay, let's go to System Properties. Slow response time here. Really got to bump the RAM up on here. I know I don't use this as my main computer. I mainly just use this just to mess around with. Works pretty good for a laptop I've had since 1999. There we go. Microsoft Windows ME. Registered to Billy Core. Genuine Intel Pentium processor. 32 megabytes of RAM. And just to show you that, yes, this version of Windows does see both partitions I have on here. I'll show you. Come on, there we go, yeah. You can see got Windows ME and Windows 95, so under this partition I can access both of them if I have to. And the program I use for my partitioning and dual booting and all that stuff on this computer is Partition Commander. The reason I don't use it on my desktop over there is because it only supports up to Windows XP. If you want to put Vista or 7 on there, you might as well forget it. Believe me, I've tried. So it's just best to, if you have a newer computer, just to use what you got on there already to dual boot and partition. And for Office software, I use on this version of Windows, I use Office 97, aka the first version of Microsoft Office with that horrifyingly irritating paperclip, which come on, focus, which decided not to show up this time, thank goodness. Okay, it's asking me to set up automatic updates, but the thing is they don't do automatic updates for Windows 98 and Windows ME anymore because they discontinued that back in 2006. And Windows Millennium was the first version of Windows to have Windows Movie Maker. Entertainment area. And look up that video on YouTube, by the way. This one, the Windows Millennium Edition preview. I mainly love the song in that. For the interest of time, I won't show it to you right now. Okay, there's the games. Okay, let's open up WinVer. So, Windows Millennium Edition, copyright 1981 to 2000. And by the way, the mouse on this is this little black thing right here. It used to have a little green ball around it, but it finally broke off a couple of years ago. But it still works. And yes, occasionally I do hook up an external PS2 mouse on it. I suppose that's sufficient enough. Let's shut it down. And by the way, just proof that Windows ME, now Windows ME, just like 95 and 98, is based off MS-DOS, but with Windows ME you cannot access real mode DOS with it. So as you can see under the shutdown option, you don't see the exit to MS-DOS selection there, which is what has always kind of turned me off from Windows ME, because I can't play Skyroad's Christmas Special as well. Okay, let's select shut down. I wouldn't believe back when Windows ME was still my main operating system years ago how horrible it was to forget to select shutdown and it'll reboot instead, especially when you gotta go to bed at a certain time. Okay, I believe it's off now. This is Billy Core signing off on March 4th, 2010. Thanks for watching.